Hola! Here to do a pick card reading, guys. Today we're doing a you versus them, our past lives together. Once again, we're doing a you versus them, our past lives together. We will do an extended read on this where we'll take a deeper dive into the overview. We'll ask what's your relationship karma, and we will also ask what lessons must you learn in this lifetime. So keep in mind, this is a general reading, guys. It may not resonate with everyone, but should it resonate with you, please like, share, subscribe to the channel, leave your comments, give me that thumbs up, because YouTube be tripping, man. If it doesn't fit, don't force it. If it doesn't fit, let it fly. If it doesn't fit, you must acquit. Take the bits and pieces that resonate with you, leave everything else on the dance floor, and moonwalk your jive ass on away from it. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you better get in where you fit in because I'm filling up fast. You can find the link for that down below. If you would like to book a life coaching session with me, because I am a certified professional life coach, meaning I went to school to study the art of life coaching, just didn't put those initials on the back of my name. I'm a certified professional life coach and a certified spiritual life coach. So, if you're interested in scheduling a session with me, you can find the information on my website that is linked down below. Likewise, you can find magic rituals down below, and you can also find the link for about 80% of the decks that I use on this channel on an Amazon list. And if you'd like to send me something, donate to the channel, my surgery, anything like that, all of those links are down below, as is my P.O. Box mailing address. So, we have three choices before us. Choice number one is going to be judgment. Choice number two is going to be the wheel of fortune. And choice number three is going to be justice. Don't blame it on the sunshine, the moonlight, the good times. Blame it on up again. I don't know where the fuck that came from, but it came. So I let it come. Yeah. So, people, ladies and gentlemen, you probably can hear all of that, me shifting around and moving around and being fidgety. On the count of three, we are going to take our deep breath. 1, 2, 3. Pick your card. Is it going to be judgment? Is it going to be wheel of fortune, or is it going to be justice? We are doing a you versus them, our past lives together, and we about to do it. So let's get it done. Get her done. All right, universe, the people who chose judgment. Let's start off with their person. Tell me about their past lives together. Tell me something. Tell me something good. Tell me about their past lives together, universe. Please keep these messages as simple as possible. One card at a time. Tell me about their past lives together. Okay. We have the 3 of Cups. Tell me about their past lives together, universe. Tell me about their lover and their past lives. We have too many cards. Tell me about their lover and their past life, universe. We have the 2 of Pentacles. Tell me about their lover and their past life, universe. 7 of Cups. Oh, your lover was a real one. Woo-wee. Tell me about your lover in the past life. We have the Page of Wands. Bottom of the deck. Woo-hoo! 7 of Swords. I already knew that. All right. So now, universe, tell me about the person inquiring. Tell me about the watcher who is watching. Tell me about their past life in correlation to this lover. Tell me about their past life. We have the Page of Crystals. Tell me about the watcher, the inquirer, the person watching this. We have the 8 of Cups. Tell me about the Watcher's past life universe. We have the King of Crystals. Tell me about the Watcher's past life universe. Whoa. We have the Ten of Wands. And, yep, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Strength card. This is an interesting story. So, past lives. You all both may resonate with the Egyptian culture or pyramids. You could resonate with Aztec culture, Mayan culture, even Japanese cultures. I mean, pyramids are really found all over the world. They've even found a crystal pyramid in the ocean, in the middle of the ocean. Pyramids all over the Bermuda Triangle, pyramids off the coast of Japan. Pyramids are everywhere. I think the crystal one is actually off the coast of Japan. So, I feel like you all you could have had a past life back in ancient times when we were very powerful, right after the split of like Lemuria and Atlantis, when the people separated and went into different directions and began to build and leave clues for us as to who and what we truly are. I feel as though both of you all set out or embarked upon this journey very young. You started this journey very young, and there were a lot of differences between you all. Your person was shrouded in darkness, refusing to grow, very much like to be the center of attention, may have possessed some illumination, something that was like the centerpiece. Your person was very much the centerpiece of some type of knowledge. But your person refused to shed, and your person refused to share knowledge. And so your person began to hoard all of the knowledge that they were receiving that was supposed to be shared. And so the more your person held on to this knowledge out of greed, the more your person began to become shrouded in darkness. Your person didn't share things. It's like the culture that you all may have grown up in a past life, your person began to reject, because I believe that it was very much community oriented, and your person chose the dark side, period, point blank. Your person chose the dark side. Your person chose to remain in ignorance and stunted their own growth, refused to evolve because they were hoarding everything for themselves. And so they could only grow so much before they just stagnated, period. Because they were no longer capable of obtaining this knowledge or retaining this knowledge, or even anyone sharing this knowledge with them or any of their things. And so I feel like your person in a past life that you all shared may have become a thief. I think that your person was like a snake oil salesman. I think that your person and you met, and I think, again, you all both were very young. And I think that when as your person was choosing the dark, you may have been choosing the light. And so you set out on a path, and your path was filled with a lot of loneliness. Your path was filled with being separated from others, because your path was more so it was a rite of passage. It was royalty, or there was something that you were being raised to become. Like when princesses are born and they know that they're going to be the queen one day, then they raise them to become the queen, or the monk or the high priestess or whatever it is. There was you were being prepared to become something greater. And so you could not be in the world. You were always protected from the world so that you could you could embrace the knowledge that was being given to you, that was being handed down from your bloodline. And so I think that you were very much in line with your feminine and masculine energies. And I think that you never lost sight of how powerful they could be if they came into alignment. You possess much strength, but also much compassion. And the way you and your person met would have been your person being part of just the community, right? Your person had a high standing at one point though, because they were being given some of this secret knowledge. So your person being part of the community and you being one of the leaders of community, and you all some kind of way met one another, and your person pulled a fast one on you, period, point blank, because your person was embracing the darkness and you were embracing the light. This is like Anakin and whatever the hell Luke's mother's name is, whatever. So your person, you rose in love with your person. It was like you thought about your person, dreamed about your person, and your person offered you another perspective on life. You know, it was a lot that you were shielded from, protected from, and guarded from as you were growing up. Whereas your person would come in and tell you stories about what was going on down there and how everybody is crazy, and, you know, just telling you about, like, telling you stories that allowed you to play out adventures in your mind. And you all built a very tight connection, but your person was using you. Your person was using you. And they were using you to get something precious from you, to steal something very precious from you. And that was always their plan. That was always their plan. And you had to make a decision as the ruler or the leader of this kingdom or empire or community or whatever it was. You had to make a decision that became your burden to bear the remainder of your life. You had to, you felt so devastated and so hurt, and your heart was completely broken. And I don't even think until this day your heart has ever recovered. You may now have like heart problems or palpitations or anxieties or something like that, but your heart has never fully recovered from the shenanigans this person played, or the way in which they tricked you. Because you were in love with this person, but this person was more so in love with hoarding and power and greed. This person's heart was completely shut down and blocked, completely. And that was your burden. You know, whether it was you had this person killed or jailed or shunned or exiled or whatever the case may be, you had to make a decision that was best for the community and not so much best for yourself. And you very well could have children by this person now or something like that, and you had to do what was best for the others versus you, because your love would not allow you to move away from this person, but you knew that your heart could not make this decision because it never would. And that's one of the past lives y'all got together. So that was like a real cool story. That was like real cool. So we're going to take a deeper dive into the overview. We're going to ask what your relationship karma is. I can tell you that right now. And we're going to ask what lessons must be learned in this lifetime. So if you want to follow me for this adventure, this is like choose your own adventure, right? But not really, because I'm choosing it. But the universe is using me as the vessel to choose it. Whatever. So if you want to follow me over to the extended, the link is down below. If not, you ain't gotta. Stay down, y'all. It's a marathon. All right, universe. That was really cool. Wheel of Fortune. We are moving on to the Wheel of Fortune. You versus them. Past lives together, universe. Tell us about it. So we're going to start off with your person. So universe, tell me about one of their past lives. What part did their lover play in it? Okay. We have the Strength card. Tell me about one of their past lives, universe, and the part that their lover played in it. We have the Three of Wands. Tell me about one of their past lives they shared, universe. Wheel of Fortune. Tell me. You got the Wheel of Fortune twice and the Sun card. You got 3 major arcanas for your partner. Bottom of the deck. Gotta have some sadness, right? Motherfucker. All right. Universe, tell me about the Watcher's past life and how it pertains to their lover's past life that you just showed us. Tell me about the Watcher's past life in correlation to their lover. Ooh. 5 of Swords. Tell me about 5 of Coins. We got 3 5s on the board. 2 for you and 1 for them. Woo! Tell me about their lover's past life. Death card. Wow. Tell me about their past life with their lover, universe. Tell me about their past life with their lover, universe. And Temperance. Okay. Bottom of the deck, you have the Page of Coins. You have 2 major arcanas. Your person has 3 major arcanas. We have the Wheel of Fortune on the board twice. You all have spent a lot of past lives together. A lot of past lives together. I can't stress that enough. A lot. Okay. Let's do this. So, your person in a past life, and I don't think this was that long ago. This was in an era some of us may have lived in. Like, I'm talking about maybe the 60s, early 70s, 50s to 70s or something. I feel as though your person was a rebel in a past life. Here to really implement change, to bring in some change. I think that your person in the past life was always on the move, always looking for the next revolution, always looking for the next movement, very militant. Your person might be in the military now, or in like the police force, or some type of structured organization. Your person thrived on bringing justice in, fairness, balance. Your person could have been a hippie. They might like old music. They're very much an old soul. Maybe love the beach, being around water, things like that. I just feel like in a past life, your person was a beast in their own right. They were always on the front lines of a revolution or change, or implementing some type of liberation and freedom for people, and they've always stood up for that. Your person was a speaker, someone of great importance. We're talking about like the Huey Newtons, and like people like that. Like the change that they were willing to implement was it was unheard of. It could have been thought of as extreme, but it was to them fair. And they had a lot of people following them. And your person was always on the move, always looking for the next revolution, always looking for change. And I feel as though for many of them, they were very much loners. in life and not really looking to settle down, because you're talking about a wild heart here. You're talking about a very free spirit, someone who changed with the wind. You know, they were always on the go, always just shifting, always moving, you know, and they were good with their life like that. And then you met them somewhere. And I feel as though the meeting between the two of you was extremely intense. And I feel as though you may have been a student or a follower of your persons. And you wanted to conquer your person. You wanted to get them to submit to you, to commit to you. And you validated yourself against their actions. Like they could make or break you. And there was not, I mean, you all's paths were just so totally different. You know, your person was very strong-willed and just, you know, one of the people who brings in change, you know, before their time, that kind of person. And you were amused by them, and you were enchanted and allured and smitten, and you put them up on a pedestal. But in doing that, you lost yourself in this person and their life as whomever they were, you know. I think that you came to realize that you could not defeat this person because this was part of this person's life. This was their life path, you know, and it really was about them and their own transformation and their own spiritual evolution. You know, they were put in that period of time to usher in change. You know, I really am talking about a period between the 50s and 70s, because what happened was your person died young. They were killed in something that was happening back then. And their love for humanity and their love for their previous life, they held on to this previous life. And it caused them to incarnate very quickly. So this person came right back. And I feel that you all had a very good connection. It was very balanced, but there was something about this that was like a forbidden love. Like timing was just always off, and you all could never be together. But there was a strong bond and a strong connection, and there was a lot of transformation that happened between you two. And you know, this person would come in and out of your life in the craziest of ways. You know, they would go march in, I don't know, Salem, Alabama, right? And then they would head over to Missouri or whatever. Like they would travel the world bringing in this change. Some of them were like in Cuba. Like this is not that far back, this lifetime I'm picking up on. And then they would just pop back up. And every time they would pop back up, you know, they did feel like you had a power over them, but I feel like you wanted them to submit to you, and that just wasn't this person's lot in life. And I feel as though this person was killed very early, about 30s, 40s. And I feel as though you found out by accident. And I feel like it broke you. And I feel like you died of a broken heart not too long later, if you didn't commit suicide. to be with them again. And then you all met up in the ethers, right? And everything was good because your person was watching you while you were going through that broken heart, and they were missing you and they were longing for you while you were still here on earth, and they were in the ethers. They were watching you, and they were thinking, because your person still has ties to the recognition they received in this previous lifetime and the change that they ushered in. They still want to be that person. But you guys were so strongly connected that you didn't last much longer. And so you went too. And then you all met up again, and life was good. And then you came right back. Yep. So yeah, that was an interesting story. So we're going to take a deeper dive into the overview. We're also going to ask, what is your relationship karma? And we're also going to ask, what lessons must be learned in this lifetime? So if you want to follow me over to the extended, the link is down below. I kind of like these. But if not, you ain't got to go on with your bad self. Stay down, y'all. It's a marathon. All right. Justice. What the hell kind of story you gonna bring? Justice? All right, universe. So we're on the last one. You versus them, past lives together. So let's start with your lover. Mr. Loverman Shaba. Mr. Loverman Shaba. So universe, tell me about their lover's past life that they shared with them. Tell me about their lover's past life that they shared with their universe. Tell me about their lover's past life that they... Okay. We have the Fool. Tell me about their lover's past life that they shared with their universe. Tell me... Okay. We have the Hierophant. So funny how many major arcanas are coming out for these. Tell me about their lover's past life, universe. We have the Knight of Wands. Tell me about their lover's past life, universe. Tell me about their lover's past life that they shared together. And we have the Three of Cups. Bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Pentacles. Interesting. Never even seen that card. Never used this next deck on this channel. It's the first time. I've had it for a very long time, but I've never used it. So universe, tell me about the Watcher's past life in connection with their lover. Queen of Pentacles. Isn't that funny? Ace of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. And you see this face in that egg? Okay. Universe, tell me about the Watcher's past life in connection with the lover. Tell me about... Okay. We have the Queen of Wands. Tell me about the Watcher's past life in connection with the lover. Tell me about the Watchers. We have the Four of Cups. Tell me about the Watcher's past life in connection with the lover. We have the Three of Cups. Interesting. Bottom of the deck, we have the Knave of Swords. Okay. So you all came from two different cultures. Two different cultures. I feel like your lover in this past life was very wild, extremely wild, probably still is. Your person may like to hunt and stuff now. Very just a wild person who did not want to be tamed, who enjoyed their wildness, who enjoyed the elements, who was very spontaneous. And it was very difficult for your person's family to tame them because your person came from a very strict family. They had whatever culture they were in, it was very much so, they were sheltered. They hadn't seen the world. They hadn't, this is back in like, and I really am feeling the Native American part. This is back in like Native American period kind of thing, the Wild West and things. But it was like your person was supposed to follow a set of rules within the culture, and that's just the way it was. There are rites of passage, and there are certain things that people are required to do. And your person was just really wild, always doing what they wanted to do, doing it their way. And it caused a lot of, I feel like when your person was questioned, they weren't really heard. And it caused a storm to swell up in your person. Your person held in, like they may have snuck off and did certain things, or just maybe when they got to a certain age and got a horse, they would just like ride to places they may not like should have gone to, forbidden places and different things like that. And I just feel like your person's truth it started welling up inside. It was just kept in, and they started internalizing, and was waiting to be set free. Your person just was not allowed to be this adventurous, fun-loving, naive, innocent, free spirit. They were in a very strict environment that you had to do certain things, and it was required of you and expected of you to follow these rites of passage. And they could not reject them. They could not reject them. They were afraid to. And so they held a lot in. And then your ass comes along. And you all met at a turning point. I feel like both of you all shared a lot of similarities, a lot. And that free spiritness, you shared those similarities, but you came from a more affluent family, not so much wild. I think that there was etiquette expected of you, and there were things expected of you as well, but you were rejecting it as well. It's kind of like Romeo and Juliet. You met your person in a time of danger, and your person protected you because you ventured out beyond your environment, your structured environment, and you were in danger, and you and your person met, and you had a glorious time just being free and exploring things. And I think that you all would like sneak to be together, and it was a very secretive situation, a very secretive connection. And your person was very much a protector of yours, and would always watch over you, and would always maybe you were in a palace or a mansion or a big house or something. It was very different from how they grew up and where they lived. And your person would watch you and maybe fall asleep watching you. Your person you probably can catch your person watching you now, but your person was always mesmerized by you. And I feel as though as you all grew, you just could not be together. Period. I feel like you were promised to someone else. You were to go off another way in another direction and have another life, and so was your person. And I feel as though neither of you were ever happy in these lifetimes. You were never happy because you were never able to follow your own will. You were never able to see that through, you know? Um, and I think that as you all grew older, you just begin to reject everything around you because there was such a connection here, telepathic even, such a connection here that you could still feel the other person, and you spent your lives longing for one another to be together to come out of this secrecy, forbidden love. Mm-hmm. You were never able to be together. Never able. And neither of you had a will strong enough to rebel against your upbringing. So you just accepted what was and enjoyed each other when you could. And it got to a point where you never saw this person again. Mm-hmm. Wow. But you never forgot this person, and this person was your one true love. And so your person went crazy at some point. Your person just got to a certain point, and that welling up, that internalizing that they were doing came out, and your person became like a madman. I think your person like went off into the wilderness and just lived alone and just, you know, had a belly warmer when they needed one, but really was just a loner. And I think that you ended up getting married and moving on with your life, but you were never able to get past them. You were never happy. Neither of you were ever happy in life because you could not be together. And you never moved, you never just accepted it and embraced it and moved on. You stayed in that moment. You spent the rest of your life reliving your past, and so you were time traveling to an extent, like we are now. Mm-hmm. So yeah, so we're gonna do an extended read on this. We'll take a deeper dive into the overview. We'll ask, what is your relationship karma? And we'll also see what lessons you must learn in this lifetime. So if you like to follow me, these were really cool. If you like to follow me over to the extended, the link is down below. But if you don't wanna, you ain't gotta. Stay down, y'all. It's a marathon.